Alright, I am back again. Hello everybody. As you can see from my last stream, I went ahead and I took a trip back through Hoggy Manor one more time to get the top from that dungeon. Because it looks a lot better than the ugly piece of armor that I was wearing. I also got the gloves from that dungeon as well. Although I didn't get lucky enough to get the shoes, which is a bit disappointing, but whatever. It's not like you need a lot of gear for ARR, this stuff is more for glam than for anything else. But right now it works for gear too. So today we're going to find out if the NPCs will actually tell us we're good enough to take on Titan. Spoiler alert, we are, but we have to convince them. And let's see what my next mission is. Oh, I've got to be down in Quarrymo. Alrighty then. Let's take a trip, shall we? Where's that side path? Here. I feel like biking through swamps wouldn't actually work, but you know, video game logic. And since this is our first time here, let's make it so we can teleport here the next time. Do you require assistance, adventurer? So this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Kuroga. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Many who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? Ha, you amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Hey, glamour prism. Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them, it was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Detto here being a rare exception. I had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it, of course. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked, the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Kuroka. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in the swamp. I hate the way that doesn't show up sometimes. I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end? What bitter end? Here you go. Ahaha, such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me, I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Ued Nun. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Kuroka. I would say that I butchered that name, but that's not really a name anyway, so... Yep, not attuned to Forgotten Springs. Means I have to go to Little Alamigo. Why didn't that teleport? Oh well. Alright, let's make the long journey down, shall we? Alright, I have some class quests to do too. I should get on those. I probably will after this mission. Or quest, rather. That's got a special mark on it. Wonder why. I haven't seen that mark before. State your business, adventurer. Ha ha ha. So this is the one Whiskey sends me. I haven't the foggiest way to season you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Oh, aren't you nice? Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that, and you did manage to obtain that adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The nun I once fought also believed that strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am none. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills. Instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready, even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, and the pragmatic. That is why I claim my position, and it is why I still hold it. And it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. There's a hell of a typo. There's 3 R's there? The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were reconciled as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. To even face this Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your true test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring me his necklace. Here's where I need to be. Bloody Guisarm, a trophy claimed by Ud Nun from the dying hands of an Amalja warrior. So hard. Man, I thought I was gonna die there. I don't remember how many quests there are in the build up to Titan. I'm kinda hoping that I can get to Titan today, but that might have to wait for another stream. We will see. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? 'Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear? It belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the Sigoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with the anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map, along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Is this the angler? I didn't get nothing for him. Oh well. No, those were dune anglers. These are just anglers. Come here, worm. You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Kuroka. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Whiskey. Worry not, you have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know naught of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Whiskey's counsel. Ah, but hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver to him for me. Anything here that's any good? No. The captain was always fond of this brand of wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. I, Whiskey, was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect this is still the case now. Please give him my regards, Kuroka. Alright, so before we return to Costa del Sol to continue the main quest, we need to get some class quests done. Oh, no, not that one. Which should also give us a weapon upgrade. Oh, that's right, I'm not coming here anymore for class quests. Oops. Ishgard. I'm a Dragoon now, not a Lancer. You grow ever stronger, and I speak of more than just the flesh. You are slowly but surely realizing that your potential as an Azure Dragoon. It is heartening to look upon, though I must confess that my presiding feeling is one of relief. You must understand the mere thought that the Eye would choose an outsider, one who ill comprehends the threat posed by dragons, filled me with the gravest of misgivings. Yet you have, but I shall say no more, lest flattery impede your improvement. Now, during our last lesson, I enlightened you regarding the origins of Dragoons. You will recall how Haldrith heroically triumphed over the great worm Nidhogg, and Ishgard came into possession of the Eye. Tell me, Kuroka, do you believe that these events truly transpired, or are you inclined to think them fairy tales? I ask you this. I ask you this because few folks have seen dragons in the flesh besides we Asgardians, and most would as soon dismiss them as products of the imagination. Alas, dragons are no less real than you and I, with Nidhogg perhaps the most real of all. In the course of its history, Ishgard has suffered the creature's wrath on 8 separate occasions. Each time the great worm rouses, the blood of countless Ishgardians is spilled. Let us revisit the past once more, Kuroka. The time is 20 summers past, and the place Dravanya. After a century in slumber, Nidhogg awakened once more to resume his reign of terror. Entire villages were razed to the ground, their inhabitants reduced to smoldering ash. Sensing the great worm's unbridled rage, others of his kind began to rouse, and in such numbers as to blot out the sun with their wings. A deep, foreboding darkness swept over Ishgard. Raging infernos painting the belly of the sky in angry red, the agonized screams of innocents fading into deathly silence. In my station as the Azure Dragoon, I was there through it all, bore witness to all the horrors. But there was no time to even offer a silent prayer. Nidhogg lingered in one place only long enough to lay it to waste, and when he took wing, So too did I pursue him, a man possessed. This game of cat and mouse continued for what seemed an eternity before I found myself face to face with the Great Worm. The battle unfolded in a tiny settlement on the edge of Kurthus, raging on for 3 days and 3 nights with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. Remaining on my feet by sheer force of will, I realized that it must end now, else it shouldn't end well. Marshalling my last ounce of strength, I wagered all in a single thrust. My lance struck home, burying deep in the ruin of my opponent's empty eye socket. Yet before I could withdraw my weapon, the worm lashed out wildly in its agony, dealing a blow that left me sprawled upon the scorched earth, nigh insensate. In that instant, I thought myself surely doomed, but Hallowney was not finished with me. Having lost the taste for battle, Nidhogg let loose a blood-curdling roar before fleeing to the sky. The battle was over. While I did not perish from my injuries, they rendered my body unfit to bear the power of the dragon, and I was Azure Dragoon no more. Lying bedridden, my thoughts wandered to all the innocent lives that had been lost, the people I had failed to protect. That last conflict with the dragons of Dravania left countless orphans in its wake. Estinian is one of them, the sole survivor of Ferndale, the final village to suffer Nidhogg's wrath. With none left to care for him, I did the only thing that I could. I took Estinian as mine own son, instructing him in the way of the dragoon when he was of an age to learn. Yet I would not have you think me noble. My actions were born not of compassion, but of guilt. My guilt at having failed him. But alas, I have also failed him as a father, for what manner of man did I bring him up to be? A thief who would endanger the life of every one of his countrymen. Aye, you heard me right, all of Ishgard may suffer for his crime. Though we know little and less of the minds of dragons, it is conceivable that the disturbance surrounding his stolen eye will rouse Nidhogg to awaken once more. That his kin have already stirred from their slumber serves as fair warning of that. Time is not on our side. Fortunately, it would seem you are more than ready to embark on your next trial. Make your way to Witchdrop, where the knight Hustian awaits your arrival. My nation is depending on you, Kuroka. Oh yay, down in another pit. How do I get down there? Looks like up there. Oh, that was a little too far to fall now, wasn't it? Wow. I was so close to where I needed to be, too. You are the one who would aspire to be Azure Dragon? Why, you are not even a Vishguard. If you truly possess the power that Sir Alberic sees in you, then prove it to me with your lance. On guard. That strength. I have not seen its like since Estinian himself stood before me. Mayhap Sir Alberic has the right of it after all. Return and show your crystal to him. I have no doubt he will be pleased. You may have passed yet another trial of flying colors, Kuroka. The day when you stand before Estinian as an equal is not far off. And when that day comes, the Eye will choose you over the traitor. I have no doubt of this. But we must be patient still. For now, you must continue your training. When you can do no more on your own, seek me out once more. Double Dragon. What level is that? Oh, so there's not a level 40 class quest, or that was already the level 40 class quest. Either way, Costa del Sol. It didn't give me a new weapon, though. Oh well. We can make do. Well met, Kuroka. Landing on You owed none, both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? Ah, my favorite. I shall have to thank the nun personally. Now you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenar this time to obtain it. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brayflox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at the long stop and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls docks and speak with Ozin Nazin. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Brayflox and her people have made their home. These quest titles. The things we do for cheese. What's the hurry, Adventurer? Something happened over at the Gabi settlement? I do know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you to Raincatcher Gully. Skipper, right here. Sure, why not? Alright, first thing I'm going to do, though, before I go over there, is to come up here and grab the Aetheryte. Tongue flaps of whiskey be reaching ears of Brayflox. Uplander has come for tasty fresh Gabi treats, yes? Quest prize of Uplander deep and long stop. Flighty beast chase Gabi flock from homes. Gabi flock needs goodly Uplander give safety to Longstop with much hand lending. Alright, and before I hop in the dungeon, I'm going to take a quick break. Be right back. Alright, let's go ahead and head into the long stop. Gonna go ahead and stick with doing the new NPC option because the duty support option is new and it's actually kind of fun. Looks like I'm getting the same team as I did in Hockey Manor with the exception of them having better gear, looks like. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this. Alright, NPCs, keep up. wow, the NPCs actually are cinnamon and healers. Ow. Jeez, one hit from that boss and I was like half dead. Yep, that's for a ninja. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, a Lancer's ring. Gonna have to check that one out. Yep. Oh shoot, I was just sneaking up here to see if there's a treasure chest, but my marauder's a little bit excitable, it seems. I should remember that. He did it to me in my off-screen run of Hockey Manor as well. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Okay. Cavalry mask. Let's take a look here. Ah, that's for a tank. Okay. Actually, let me just make sure I have the best available gear. Oh, I do have the sandals? I didn't think I had those. Alrighty. Now I have the full outfit. Nice. And another treasure chest. The battle mage's robe doesn't help me. Not in the slightest. And a thaumaturge's ring. Let's see. So the right ring will be this one. That's what the Lancer's ring looks like, huh? Oh, yeah. It's blue. Good enough. Sorry about that. I just noticed that my sub goal was actually a sub goal and not a follower goal. And I'm nowhere near getting subs, so that's just being pretentious. It has been updated and fixed and all that wonderful jazz. What are you doing, Marauder? Alright, let's start this off with a limit break, shall we? Whoa! Gotta get rid of the nice shirt already. That one's not too bad, but oh well. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Goody, Uplander has thanks of Gobbyflock. Flighty Beast was Trixie Foe, but Uplander outwitted with plansmaking. Plansmaking. Uplander has goodly head for fighty think. Brayflox happy gives tasty fresh Gobby treats to clever Uplander. Ah, Gobby speak. Cheese a stinky sweet Gobby treat. Special make with sweet Gobby arts. Secret Gobby arts. No party complete without Gobby Gouda. Brayflox every say. So, do we have a Ziploc bag we can put that in? Or... Alright, why am I walking? especially in the rain. Also, why am I not just teleporting? Actually, before we talk to him, let's go talk to the merchant. Alright, so level 20, gone. Level 26, gone. Level 17, definitely gone. Get rid of a lot of the stuff that's just been building up. Alright, Whisket, am I good enough now? I gather you solved Brave Fox's little problem. I guess I didn't find that ziplock either. By the gods, that unholy stench. This is definitely goblin cheese. Judging from the smell, this should be quite flavorful. Flavorful, yeah, that's one word to describe it. How is it made? It is best you remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned what kind of milk they use. What do you mean you forgot the wine? Bravo, Kuroka. Thanks to you, our guest shall be honored with a marvelous banquet. But what good is an exotic feast without an equally expensive aperitif? Okay. Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wineport and seek out Shamani Lomani, another former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip, he'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you I do actually need that wine. And while you're there, give Shamani Lomani my regards. Sweat, grime, and blood. I, you reek of blood. An adventurer, unless I am mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? An order? Let me guess, a request for the finest vintage I can muster. The paper smells of loam and perfume, Costa del Sol, and there is also the unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gigi Ruji would not settle for anything less than the best. Dirtswites and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. Ah, but perhaps you are confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs, you wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of that work, none can deny that it pays well. Ah, but you grow impatient, and whiskey it must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for his occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Bergliant, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vilbrand. Somehow I doubt he will be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. What rake amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of his polluted swill. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important discussion and I do not care for interruptions. That neophyte vintner bid you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you gubu urine than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight. This is a wonderful gentleman, let me tell you. I take it he said no? Really? In those words? Well, I cannot say that I am surprised. While there's no denying his passion and skill, the wine baron of Limsa Lumensa is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say that their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vignerons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all the others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. Ahem, pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I had once the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all creation. But it is all too often said, the calamity changed that. But as it is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Virgilian to part with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine and to offer them every gil we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vignerons tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them? Oh, not in here. What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. I never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late. Bacchus wine? Bah, don't remind me. Used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements, never counted on a bloody primal blowing up my goddamned house. No luck, Most regrettable, but we had to try. Ah, but Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess, my certitude could be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our last battle beneath Ogamoro, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized that there was still so much I could experience. Even in my condition, it helped me to find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that that wondrous ambrosia which once filled me with hope may be forever lost to us. Dexterity, vitality, intelligence, mind. Now we'll just go with strength. I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. I have no fear. I swear I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there is a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die because I very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Dress took me in and nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me to find my new calling. Though I am still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I would be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Dress sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully dock, so perhaps Ritskull can tell you where to find him. Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit. I toss him a few gil when we need an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself, and I sure as hells don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you best leave well enough alone, I say. If you've a mind to find him, though, then head southwest to the Severed String. What do you want? Honey Rosso. Well, wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? I... Dressed as suffering from extreme duress. Can't, can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing, it keeps me awake. I'm not... I never want to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me. Even after what my comrades and I did to your country. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others... no one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway across the world. I just want to go home. I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Earlier today at Red Mantis Falls, I collected sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine, see? It should be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same. find an entrance to the water, dang it. Here we go. It has been some time, Kuroko. What news do you have of Drest? Ah, yes, I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking, a simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We are not so different, Drest and I, two men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. Aye, it is past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Kuroko. By the gods, Kuroko, listen, I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've just discovered something extraordinary about Drest palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of a Bacchus grapevine. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in the Raincatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Dress found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. Oh, hello again. What is it? It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. Didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh gubu tracks, though. Maybe the leaves came from the vines growing on the back of one such beast? If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some gubus are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself. I've got to check this out real quick. Bastard Sword of Divine Light. I know that sword. Not gonna say anything about it right now, though, because of spoilers. What did Drest have to say, Kuroga? Tell me everything. Ahaha, I was right. This smell, this texture. I hold in my hand a Bacchus grapevine cutting. Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and a novice vintner could. 12 is my witness. It is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? But what? You would offer this to me? But why? There is none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Brilliant. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Eorzea will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. Sir, you needn't... Wait. The shape of this bottle, the scent of this label, this couldn't possibly be... a 1547 Bacchus? But that's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time. But now I realize that it was never meant for me. It should be savored by the saviors of Wineport, I say. He has made us an offer that we cannot refuse. Master Gigi Ruju will find no finer wine. You have forever changed Wineport, Kuroka. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. Ah, but do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray, deliver the wine to Captain Whiskey. Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I am a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. Oh, wait a second. I just noticed something. Need to unlock this. Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me, so what of the wine I asked you to bring? Is that? 7 hells, a 1547 Bacchus. Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you. But congratulations, Kuroka. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Considering the lengths she went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her that the banquet is about to begin? You have the look of a woman who has been to the 7th hell and back. Then a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in her own honor. And this while the shadow of Titan looms over us all. It beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with a lot less grace. Oh, we know how you are, Yustola. Lady Ystola, Lady Nakano. A thousand pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, madam. Had I known, I would never have permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. Come now, she must have sensed something was amiss. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length and breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did you? Spare her your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike me, Kuroka has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten her. Aye, fair's fair. There's no sense hiding it any longer. We five were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the Company of Heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge those would-be godslayers by his own criteria. If even one found her wanting, she would be rejected without a second thought. But if she proved herself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support her cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice. To send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the five of you deigned to test Kuroka with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I am sure. But tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? She's a brave one, that much is certain. She willingly walked into the midst of danger despite my repeated warnings that it could cost her life. Her skill is undeniable. She stalked her prey as relentlessly as any child of the sands, and struck with precision when an opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. Kuroka, however, is a kind and generous soul. I am certain she has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at her side. Wily Uplander is a talentful plainsmaker, tricksy foe for mighty Rockman. I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We five of the Company of Heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags, Kuroka, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend, Kuroka, Titan's Bane. Kuroka, Titan's Bane! I like the sound of that. Titan's Bane. Oh, so I gotta talk to one of the dancers? Okay. Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief, transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. When you face the Lord of Crags, think not of Limsa Lumensa, Eorzea, or anything beyond his chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. Goodly Uplander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fighty think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to rescue this time. Of course, Lanino's over here. Ah, Kuroka, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him Lanino sends his regards. You are a veteran of countless battles, Kuroka, but this is but one more. Trust in your experience and you will prevail. You are blessed with a fortitude to rival the earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. Oh, you stole her. You are kind to indulge them, Kuroka. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lanasia. There you will meet with Riol, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you have given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at the 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive now, but you will see that it is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks inherent in our method. Yeah. Greetings, lass. Might you be the one the captain said would come calling? Aye, I thought so. Pay attention now, 'cause I ain't explaining myself twice. Here we go. Finally, after doing all the little errand boy errands and all the little extra stuff they make you do, we finally get to go and do Titan. Years ago, when we was weighing up how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across this beastman Aetherite, see? What's that look for? Not familiar with him? He speaks of an unamplified Aetherite which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such Aetherites and those which you have used on countless occasions, Kuroka. Aye, well, if it ain't the Charlian lass, welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I had planned to wait your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogamoro form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I've long pondered. Give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels or filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step and the next thing you know you've got 100 tons of rock on your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way around. And it was that got us thinking. I mean, Ugamoro mines are like a bleeding city, ain't they? And getting around in a city that big would be a right pain in the arse if you didn't have an Aethernet, wouldn't it? So it stood to reason that the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there were Aetherite shards in the depths of Ogamoro, you would have needed to attune yourselves to them before you could identify their signatures within the live stream. Well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had this Charlian bloke to help us, see? Delivered us right into the Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it weren't nothing any Charlian scholar worth her salt couldn't manage. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the Aetherites in question happen to be... yes. But in order to guide a traveler to said beacon safely, a second party would be required to... It is possible, in theory at least, yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend upon whether or not I am worth my salt. Oh, you are, lass. Don't worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we all go to Zoma's Run and take a closer look at the Aetherite? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Naught you can't handle, mind. So this is the Aetherite the company of heroes used to gain access to Titan's sanctuary. It is as Papalimo speculated. In its present state, this Aetherite signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you will have to proceed without me, Kuroka. I must needs remain here and supplement this beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilize the Aetherite signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such time as I do, you will be on your own. Now, let us see if I am worth my salt. I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparation. Here we go. Oh, I could actually do this with NPCs? For a trial, I want to do it with other players. Even if that does mean a queue time, I can wait. And if anybody happens to be watching me, feel free to queue up for the naval. Maybe you'll join me. Look. The kobold wants to die. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't queue for Hockey Manor. What? Oops. Alright. Clear selection. The naval. Oh look, another kobold wants to die. Maybe I should stand up here. Don't know if that'll help at all. Looks like there's no safe place in this area. Alright, die again. Come on, Q. Give me some people. I guess I'll kill some more kobolds while I'm at it. And this guy is back. Oh, did he just come out from doing Titan? Must be nice. Come on, I know Titan's on leveling roulette. Let's go. Here we go. Look, an overdweller. Yes, yes, an invader from above. She uses our aetherites against us. She has defiled Titan's sacred sanctuary. Trespassed, violated, defiled. Overdwellers must leave. Overdwellers must fly. Brothers and sisters, fear her not. Her fate shall be decided by the Lord of Crags. Hear me, Overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account for the breaking of the covenant. You shall be the first to face judgment, then Limsa Lumensa and her oathbreakers, liars, betrayers, oathbreakers. O great Father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you. Titan, we summon you. Ain't you, ugly? He is come, the Lord of Crags, Titan is come. Overdweller, art thou deaf to their weeping? Thy vile kind coveteth ever the blessing of the land, and murdereth my children by the score, all in service to greed. Such sins are beyond pardon. Ah, but I am not the first to suffer thy defiance. Thou didst bring Ifrit low. Godless Overdweller, thy myriad heresies shall not go unpunished. Upon thee I shall wreak a terrible vengeance. I do not remember him speaking. It's been that long. Oh, we got another sprout in here. Nice. Oh no, 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 no! I don't know how you did that, buddy, but you were lucky. And there we go. The Lord of Crags, Great Father Titan, has fallen. And another crystal. That would be number 3, 4? 4. The crimes of the Overdwellers shall never be forgiven, never be forgotten. No, no, never. 'Twas your kin who broke the covenant. We have acted only in defense of our lands. Cease your aggression, or never will there be peace. Until our dying breaths we shall defy you, deny, decry, defy. Now these are the readings one would expect of an icon. I have seen enough. We proceed as planned. Are you sure that is wise, my lord? Your curiosity is untested and unproven. We do not yet know its true capabilities. Then trust in mine, Ridditon. My curiosity, as you so eloquently put it, would have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why, if there be truth to the legends, it could readily subjugate the whole of Eorzea given but a little while longer. Is that not so? It is. No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized. What you say may well be true, but while such devices may win battles, I do not believe they will serve to change the course of this war. Oh, but they will. Have a little faith, my friend. I cannot endorse this course of action. Full. And now she has a 4th. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Bearer. Far though you have come, your work is far from done. And not remain, the mark is passing. Well, the Asians are nothing if not elusive. It is of little wonder that they should cast advanced teleportation magics at will. But that they would choose to consort with the Empire. What common goal could they possibly share? I feared I might arrive too late, but I see you have the matter well in hand. Oh. I have taken measures to ensure that we are not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold. Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. I will follow anon. There is something I must investigate before I depart. I will teleport you to the Aetherite in Zelma's Run, and we will rendezvous at Camp Bronze Lake. Agreed? Oh, I hit 10. Okay. Too late, kobolds. I'm out of here. I am relieved to see you well, but come, let us discuss our next step. Though word will have already reached Maelstrom Command, protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Command of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Kuroka. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. Thank you for coming, Kuroka. Word of your triumph reached me some while ago, but I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit and now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly. And there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. The people of Limsa Lumensa are forever in your debt. I shall relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Kuroka, this is Minfilia. Y'shtola has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Y'shtola emerged from Ogamoro unscathed. Why, Chitaro and the others seemed as glad of that as they did of Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. We will be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Alright, I should still have... Yep. Free teleport. Oh, his finally unlocked, did it? I can't take 2 steps around this place without hearing Kuroka this or Kuroka that. Why, it's as if you're some kind of goddamned hero. But I jest. Even I can see that you're just itching to find a new battleground to hone your skills. Fortunately, I know just the place, the Aurum Vale. Head southwest through the central highlands of Kurthus and seek out a man named Willimus, and tell him that Nedrick sent you. I don't think I'm quite high enough for Aurum yet. Either way, I can put that off for a bit. Hmm, 47, huh? Oh, this is that. Great. This one is glad, walking one is safe.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Thank heaven she is safe. Louis Soir, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time, it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Advance no further!
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring her forth, and you may yet know mercy.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage.
Dang it, clicked too fast.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
No!
Conditions of surrender. Denied.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough! We leave. Bring the prisoners.
Walking women Philia. Ask this one to. In case Walking One return, this one was to say, at church in Eastern Thanalan, Walking One must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect Walking One Minfilia from Imperial ones. Forgive this one. Save. I had forgotten that this happened so early. see, what is this one? Oh, Disciple of the Hand. Okay. Alright, I've been streaming now for about 3 hours almost, and getting through Titan was my plan today. Didn't know if that was going to happen or not, but I was hoping it would. We are fixing to get into the next phase of the story, and I am looking forward to it, but for the moment, I'm going to say it's time to stop. So have a good day, and see you later.